Why are we talking about our least favorite 21 Pilots songs? That's pretty negative. We're usually pretty positive on the channel. Justin, what's happened to you? I got sick. That's what happened to me. I don't get sick often, but when I get sick pretty hard. It happens twice a year, and this is my sickness number 1. I woke up last week with a killer sore throat, couldn't talk all day, then it turned into a head cold, then sore throat, then just a head cold, and slowly retrograding since. And when I get sick, I get pretty negative and pretty sassy, to where one of the videos I thought of was this. Talk about your least favorite 21 Pilots songs. Everyone talks about their favorite songs off of these albums, but why not just spotlight the ones you listen to the least, the ones you like the least out of the bunch? And I figure that's not a good idea. I'll be fine in time for Monday's video. I'll feel healthy enough, but I'm still pretty congested, so we drink gallons of lemonade and we continue. We talk about our least favorite 21 Pilots songs. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. This was actually a pretty hard list to make, because generally, I love all of 21 Pilots discography. Everything from self-titled all the way up to MTV Unplugged. I love everything in between. However, I was still able to chalk a couple songs really quickly down, but I had some room to fill in. For this, I'm considering every single studio release / live album release that is readily available. So, it's live stream experience, that's included. MTV Unplugged, that's included. Regional Best, yes, we are going to include that as well, but I figure let's get right into it. Here are my 10 least favorite 21 Pilots songs. Ooh. Also, if you're wondering, this is my 6th gallon of lemonade I will be drinking since I've gotten sick. The miracle cure for me, lemonade and Mucinex. Kicking us off at number 10, we go to the Blurry Face era. But not the Blurry Face album. We go to a single that was released, and it's a cover of My Chemical Romance. This is Cancer. I hate this song because it makes me cry. Genuinely, that might be my only reason against the song. It makes me cry on every single listen through. I have never listened to this song and have not cried. And I just don't listen to it for that reason. I'll listen to it if I need to have a good cry. If I am feeling emotional, I feel like I need to cry but can't, I'll go throw that song on in the car, in this room, wherever, and I'll just start bawling my eyes out. It is so pretty, it is so beautiful. I have never cried to the MCR version of it, but the 21 Pilot version of it, I don't know why. Tyler's voice, it just does something to me, and I just cry every single time. I love it, and I avoid it like the plague, which is why it makes this list. Although it shouldn't, because I call it one of the most beautiful songs. Oops. At number 9, we go to the latest studio album, Scaled in Icy, and I feel like a lot of people might share this one. It is Bounce Man. Bounce Man's alright. It's a pretty alright song. It's just a little bit boring. At least to me. I like my songs to have hills and valleys. I like it when the song starts off one way, then just builds, adds more instrumentation. I like songs where it starts off big and then slowly starts stripping away, then build it back up. Bounce Man stays at one valley the entire time. Yeah, sure, stuff gets added towards the final choruses, and I guess you could say that's a hill, but it's not a big enough hill for me to say, oh, that's super interesting. It's just a little bit boring. And it's fine, it's an alright song, has Jay Joseph on it, absolutely love Jay, but if I'm listening to Scale Nicey, I would listen to every other song first. If I'm listening to 21 Pilot songs and this came on, I would probably skip to see what song would pop up next. If I had to listen to Bounce Man, I wouldn't mind. I still enjoy the song, but it's just a bit one-dimensional and boring to my taste. At number 8, we go back to self-titled, the very beginning, a very good place to start, and we march to the sea. March to the Sea has the opposite problem from Bounce Man, has a lot of hills and valleys in it, which I absolutely love. My issue with it is that it's slow. It is a pretty long song and it just feels slow. Like, it starts off with just Tyler and this piano sound, which is a cool piano sound, absolutely love it, but it just feels like that intro, that very first verse, goes on and on and on sometimes. Then there's the instrumental break right after it, and like that can feel like it's going on for long. Then the drums finally come in and it's super cool, and like great bass parts, and it eventually moves forward. But it can just sometimes feel like a very, very long song, where sometimes when I'm jamming out to it, I'll be halfway through, I'm like, we good? We good? Because like that'll just strip back and go back to the chord. 2, 3, 4. Chord. Chord. And like, it's good. It's just a bit long for me. And I love long songs. I love metal where it's like 8-minute epics. But March of the Sea just feels slow. For number 7, we stick to self-titled, to a lot of people's least favorite 21 Pilots song. It's Before You Start Your Day. I actually find the song super, super pretty, and I've cried to the song on multiple occasions as well. Not as much as Cancer, which is why it ranks higher, but I still find it very pretty. A lot of people don't like this song for the infamous close the slits on your face before you start your day line, and I don't like that line either. But once you get past it, the song is super pretty. Just Tyler, a piano, and a string section. That's all I've ever wanted for a whole album. But Before You Start Your Day, super, super pretty. But the reason why it makes this list, of course, besides the closest switch on your face line, is that it is also a little bit boring. Because, yeah, there's hills in with the whole strings coming in part, but it's still not enough for me to be like, I'm gonna listen to this every time. If listening to 21 Pilots discography, I'd probably move past, because I know the song will be a little bit boring to my ear. And also so I don't have to listen to the one lyric. I hate being sick! At number 6, we hop to 2020, and oh, it's snowing outside, which means one thing, it's Christmas Saves the Year. This song, I've listened to it way too much. Because when I made the admittedly not so great cover of it on the channel, I listened to the song so much. To the point of I've probably listened to it more times than anyone else, and it's just so burned in my memory. I'm fine if I never listen to it again outside of the Christmas season. That being said, I have a weird thing with Christmas songs, to where there's some I can listen to all year round, there's some to where leave it at Christmas. Sometimes Christmas Saves the Year, I'll listen to it when the sun's out. I'll listen to it in May, June, July, August, whatever. But Christmas Saves the Year, sometimes I just hear the sleigh bells, at the very beginning. I'm like, it just brings back listening to that song in standstill traffic from my local Target all the way back to my work for an hour, because I was like, oh, I'm recording a cover of it, gotta get the song burned in my head. I'm fine without Christmas Saves the Year for several Christmases. At number 5, we are going to get controversial, and starting now, we hop to Trench, and it's Wonderwall. And by Wonderwall, I mean the hype. It's Wonderwall, guys. It's literally Wonderwall. Please go to YouTube, go in the search bar when you're done with this video, or pause right here, go to a different tab and search the hype Wonderwall mashup. It's literally the exact same song. And I don't like Wonderwall. As a guitar player, I do not like Wonderwall whatsoever. And when I first heard the hype, I immediately went, no, this is Wonderwall. And even the chorus, cause maybe sometimes nobody kind. I heard that and I can never unhear it, which is partially why I don't like the hype. But it's only the studio version. I love, 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 love the Berlin version. For whatever reason, it's just so different to me, and it just tickles a part of my brain. Absolutely love it so much. Studio version can stay at home when the Berlin version exists. Coming at number 4, we hop back to self-titled, and we go to the Pantaloon. This will probably tie with other people's least favorite song from the album. The Pantaloon is just weird. It's fine. Like, it's just a weird, weird song. It has hills and valleys to it, but at the same time, it's boring. It's boring, it's weird lyrically, don't know what the song's talking about. I've listened to Pop Song Professor explain it several times. I've looked up meanings for it, but every time I just forget. I just forget. And also, it's just super, super happy sounding. And I don't know, man. The Pantaloon, it's just like, anytime I hear like that arpeggiated intro, I'm like, oh, get ready, kids. But yeah, it's just boring and weird. What's a pantaloon?
According to Wikipedia, Pantaloon, spelled Pantaloon in English, is one of the most important principal characters found in Commedia dell'arte.
Oh, okay. Hey kids, the Pantaloon kind of looks like a bishop from Dima. That's wacky. At number 3, oh, I haven't forgotten about you, Vessel. You thought you were safe? No, you actually have a pretty high one because Semiautomatic. Semiautomatic is a pretty song lyrically. I love it. I love the I'm semi-automatic, my prayer is schizophrenic, I'll live on. Love that section, love the soft piano section in it. I just don't like the vocal delivery at the very beginning. Night falls with gravity, the earth turns, grabs. Shut up, I'm sick. And I just don't like that vocal delivery in the very beginning, and for all of verse 1 really. And also, it's a little too synth happy to my ear. Like the main for whatever reason, that synth line is just like, it's a bit much for my guitar playing metal loving self of me. But live, I like listening to live versions of it. Live, it's very cool. Absolutely like it. But when the car and the studio version pops up, it's like, very rarely I keep it on. Coming in at number 2, it's Hometown. Oh, you thought it was gonna be number 1, didn't you? No, there is one 21 Pilots song I absolutely hate. But Hometown ranks incredibly high. A lot of people know my disdain for Hometown, and it's the studio version. It's the studio version. Absolutely love listening to it live, watching live performances of it. I enjoy. I love the Sleepers version of it because it's nice, stripped down and acoustic. However, the studio version, production-wise, I don't like because one, the shadow tilts its head at me. That part of the intro, it's very too reverby for me. For a long time, I had no idea what Tyler was singing there until I had to look it up, and I'd always forget. And just some of the production choices of how things were mixed in that song, how things were panned, like in the chorus, I think Tyler's panned slightly over one direction and the guitar synth feels like it's center, or slightly more to the center than the vocal line, which I don't like. It's just, the production on that one is frustrating to me. That's mainly why I dislike it so much, is that the studio version for Blurry Face is a very inconsistent album production-wise, and Hometown I like the least production-wise on there. And before we get to number 1, I do want to throw in here that music is super subjective. What I like won't be like what you like. Unless you like Fish, Grateful Dead, Sleep Token, Metallica, Lovejoy, then we're instantly best friends. And what you like might not be what I like, or what you like might not be what your friends like, your family likes, so on and so forth. We all have preferences in this world, and we all have music preferences. So take my opinions here with a pinch of salt, and I'd love to know your thoughts and your least favorite 21 Pilots songs down in the comment section below. So now, Hometowns 2, what is my number 1? Well, my friends, we go back to regional at best. And you can even go all the way back to self-titled, because this song was available for digital download on the band's MySpace page back in 2009. It made its first appearance on that, but album-wise, regional at best, because it's Trees. Specifically, the regional at best / self-titled version, the Vessel version, far superior, S tier, godly, holy, love it. Trees Vessel version is supreme. The regional at best self-titled version sounds like you threw the Vessel version, you broke it in half, you broke its spirit, you threw it in the microwave, and it sounds lifeless and very auto-tuned. Like, auto-tune done, the effect-wise, in the worst way possible. Tyler has used the auto-tune effect before. He does it on Lovely and Regional at best, which I don't personally like. People out there do like it, but he's used it better in the Jar of Hearts cover on the 21 Pilots YouTube channel. He's done it on Aircatcher on self-titled at the very end there, but for a whole song, you throw trees in a microwave, and I cannot let that stand. I cannot let that stand at all. So Regional at Best Trees is my least favorite 21 Pilots song. Because, man, it makes Hometown feel like Jumpsuit. But anyway, guys, those are my 10 least favorite 21 Pilots songs. I'd love to know your 10 least favorite down in the comment section below. Like I said, I love all 21 Pilots songs. I absolutely love them, and it's okay to have least favorite ones out of the bunch. If you can't think of your least favorite ones, what are the ones you listen to the least? Because technically, those would be your least favorites now, wouldn't they? But anyway, I'm gonna go chug more of this because my throat is acting up from all this talking. Gonna go rest, medicate some more, and I'll see you all tomorrow with Justin Listens To, and it's gonna be the episode we missed last week. But I'll see you all then. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day. I'll see you later, and it's good to be back.